Hey, how's it going, guys? My name is Ben. For these videos, I'm going to show you guys on how to use SSH to communicate with your remote server. Alright, so before that, okay, I do create a how to use guide for SSH here at my dev.to page. If you guys just want to go and scroll through the tutorial without the videos, you guys can do that. I'll share the link in the description below. Okay, so basically SSH, they have two methods. One is the password, which is using your server's username password, and another one is the public private key pairs. I will not do the first one. I will just do the public private key pairs, which is the second ones, because that one is a lot more secure. Okay, so for the public private key pairs, there's just 3 steps. One is at the client side, you have to generate public private keys, and the command will be ssh-keygen-t rsa. So what this command basically do is that it will generate a public private key, and then after that you have to take the public keys, okay, and paste it inside the remote server authorized keys. Okay, so basically there's this file called authorized keys. You have to open inside your remote servers and paste your public key inside. By the way, the public key is usually a .pub file. Pub basically means public key. Okay, and the last step will be just SSH into remote server. So the command is just this: SSH the username and IP or the host name, and yeah, that's the 3 step, and it's very simple. Okay, so don't use root to log in, instead create a new user. Okay, so here I actually have there's a command here, add user Chloe. It can be any name. Maybe I just let me spin up a droplet for you guys and show you guys. I think it will be much better. Oh, by the way, I'm using DigitalOcean. Yeah. Ubuntu basic regular ID, the lowest price, Singapore, SSH. Okay, I already upload my SSH key inside. So yeah, this is my SSH key, and Ubuntu, this one. Okay, I'll just use the default default name, and okay, so I'm just going to create the droplet. So if you guys are new, what I'm trying to do is just spinning up my remote servers. At DigitalOcean, they often call it a droplet. I think AWS, they call it the ECS, and yeah, I'm not sure about the others hosting. Okay, so all right, so give this a moment. Alright, okay. Alright, so now we do have our Ubuntu server here. So let's start. Okay, I'm gonna copy this one. This is the IP. So what I'm doing now is that I can just SSH inside, like SSH. Okay, now because now there's no user, I'm just going to use the root, but please don't use root. Alright, I'm gonna say yes. Yeah, so as you guys can see here, sorry, let me move it a little bit. Yeah, I already be able to go and access the remote server, so I can run like this kind of commands. Yeah, okay. So okay, now this is the root servers. Sorry, these are the root users. But what you want is that you want to use the root to log in. We want to create a new user. So let me clear these things up. Okay, so if you want to create a new user, you just like add user. You can type like Chloe. It can be any name. It can be Tom, it can be Ben, it can be Ken, it can be Logan, Jack. I don't know, anything. For my case, I'm using Chloe. Okay, so password, just a random password. You can skip it as well, but I recommend that you guys have a password, so it's at least a little bit more secure. Full name, just Chloe Hamilton. I don't know, I just make up random words. Okay, I just enter, yes. Right, so now we do have a Chloe user. Okay, so you scroll down the tutorial, sorry. If you scroll the tutorial here, it say that sorry, so if you run like Chloe ID, okay, first of all, this is the thing I want you guys to see is that, okay, as you guys can see, the group is just Chloe. What you want is that you want to make something like this. You want the Chloe to have the it's within the pseudo groups. So you just copy this this command, -ag sudo Chloe. Alright, so you just type another ID Chloe again, and you guys can see this is the before and this is the after. So Chloe are basically inside the pseudo groups. Alright, and okay, the next thing is that, okay, let me like back here. The next thing is that you already create a new user, which is Chloe, right? Okay, I'm the one that create the user. So that user, they will not have the SSH folder inside, so you have to go and create it by yourself. Okay, let's go and do that. I forget how it is. Yeah, so okay, you just scroll down here, sudo mkdir. So you guys can basically just copy this. Okay, now you have the file. Sorry, now you have the folders. Okay, inside the folder you must have this sudo authorize key. Okay, so let's me sudo to just do something like this will be fine. LOE/.ssh/ what is called authorize. Okay, let me not highlight it, sorry. EAUT sorry, ZED KWS. Okay, so okay, so there's a file. Okay, sorry, I'm sorry to copy. I forget to copy the public key. All right, so you know what? Let's go to here. CD home, CD ban, ls. Okay, there's a lot of things here. Okay, what I want to do now is that I want to go here. Okay, so I basically already have the keys, so I just going to use back the keys that I have right now. So I'm going to use the id cat id rsa do .pub. Right, you guys have to tag the public key. Okay, so you have this. All you have to do is just copy that. Make sure there's no spaces because it's kind of sensitive. So let's do it again. Okay, so it's actually it's look short, but it's actually have the whole text. Yeah, it will not display everything, but yeah, that's the thing. Okay, so now you have that. Okay, okay, just in case if you guys like confused with what I'm doing right now. So basically what I mean is that every time when you create a new user, like let's say for this one, user Tom. Oh my god, it's small, I'm sorry. Maybe yeah, sorry. Okay, so okay, let's say you create a user, so user Tom. Inside the Tom user, they have their own separate SSH folders, and if it's a Chloe, will have separate SSH folders. And user add, which means whatever user, and they do have SSH folder as well. So it's like having different kind of SSH folder for different kind of user, just so that it's a lot more secure. Alright, so already passed that, everything's okay. So the next thing is that you just create the folders, right? But if you go and check the sorry, forget what it's called. I think ls -sa. Let me try. Okay, I think it's this. Yes. All right, so this is the command. So as you guys can see, this path, the home Chloe, as you guys can see here, sorry, you know what, let me clear everything's okay, as you guys can see here, this file is actually still under root. So what we want to do is that we want to make it as Chloe, because else you guys will encounter an errors. So how you guys do that is over here. So basically, if you guys don't understand the commands, basically change ownerships, everything's for the hours, everything's. This is the user and it's a group, and this is the path. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, if you go and type the ls as this one, as you guys can see here, this origin is the root, and then now it's Chloe. So Chloe now have the permission for the file. Alright, the other things is that, okay, on the client side, I already did this, but if you create a new public private key and you follow the step that I just showed just now, you have to add the new private key by running this command. Okay, so it's something like SSH, and then this is the path, so it's something like sorry, a home ban.ssh slash idrso. Yeah, so basically, so what it means is basically you have to add the private key. Yeah, and the next thing is that this is basically optionals, but there's a possibility that SSH agents will be inactive, so you can do it by run this command. Mine is already active, so I don't have to run these things. Okay, so okay, so already done the things. So what I have to do now is that I'm not very sure if I need to restart I don't think I need to restart SSH servers, so I think I can do that. Okay, what is called Chloe at let's go back to this. Voila. Hey, sorry. Oh yeah, that's correct. Yeah, so see, now I'll be able to access using Chloe. Just now, in the first time, I was using root, and now I'm using Chloe. So it's just as simple as that. So just in case you guys forget about it, you guys can just refer to here. It's very straightforward. I hope that I make it simple enough that when you guys just see this, you guys will instantly remember, just in case you guys forget. And of course, for the rest of the I'll say the rest of the guide too, I hope that it's really going to help you guys understand things a lot more simpler. Okay, so yeah, that's it. I hope you guys like the videos. I hope that you guys find this video simple. And yeah, I'm going to see you guys on next videos. Oh, by the way, don't forget to subscribe. Don't